The way we treat NMO is like any other autoimmune disease. We have to suppress the immune system. Steroids are a mainstay of treatment. We also use drugs that suppress the immune system, for example, azathioprine or Cellcept. Those medications seem to work. Rituximab also has been shown to be of benefit in this disease. But there's been a lot of interest in some newer drugs. When the antibody, the water channel antibody, binds to the water channel on the astrocyte in the brain, it activates complement and injures the astrocyte. That's how the disease essentially results. So if we can block complement activation, then we can potentially stop an attack. At Mayo Clinic, we did a study, an open-label study of 14 patients with severe NMO, and we treated them with eculizumab for 1 year. And the results looked very favorable. And on the basis of that study, Alexion are now undertaking a phase 3 trial of eculizumab in patients with NMO. There are other drugs that are also under investigation at the phase 3 level. The production of antibody in NMO is fueled through many different cytokines. But essentially, plasmablasts or B cells make antibody. And IL-6 is a cytokine that's very much involved in driving plasmablasts and their production of antibody. So there's a drug that blocks IL-6, and that drug also is under investigation in a phase 3 trial. Many patients with NMO are treated with rituximab. Rituximab is an antibody that binds to CD20 on B cells. Unfortunately, some patients, though, have breakthrough attacks despite being on rituximab. And the reason for that is that some of the cells that make the antibody don't have CD20 on their surface, and so they wouldn't be taken out or affected by rituximab. So there is a new drug that targets CD19, and that drug is called MEDI551, and that drug also is in phase 3 trials in NMO. So it's a very, very exciting time where we now have an orphan disease that many people hadn't even heard of. The discovery of a biomarker for that disease has driven the science. If you look at the numbers of publications on this disease since the discovery of that biomarker, it has exponentially increased to the point that now there are thousands of publications, thousands of researchers working all over the world to try and understand this disease better. The phase 3 trials will answer some very important questions. They will provide us with new alternative medications for patients and hopefully with the ability to significantly suppress the likelihood of a clinical attack. By stopping clinical attacks, we'll stop the disease and we will reduce or hopefully eliminate disability.